morning and welcome to Squeenie Central. So I've been out here since about 5:30 a.m. maybe earlier, I don't know, because I woke up mad at my chickens and I couldn't go back to sleep. So I mean, that's what I should be doing anyway, is getting up this early to do stuff. But let me show you something real quick and then I'll tell you why I was mad at my chickens. What a beautiful cabbage, right? First one. I do totally organic, so yes, there's holes. There were cabbage moths eating at them. I'm going to actually take these off and give them to the chickens, even though they don't deserve them after what they did to me yesterday. So try to. Apparently I did not push record, or I unrecorded. I don't know what I just did. But anyway, yesterday I was out here working on one of the tomato trellises. I had planted the tomatoes with the trellis behind it, but I hadn't actually propped it up to the tea stakes, T-posts. So I was out here working on getting these tomatoes right here up on the trellis and putting the trellis up on the T-post. And then connecting my tomatoes. I also was pruning them. So I was pruning all the tomatoes while waiting for my husband. Those are the green zebra tomatoes. I'm so excited, they're so sweet. So I was waiting for my husband to be ready so that I could go up. I could go and I could get my take care of my cow and all that stuff at work, and the goats and whatnot. And so I think I rushed out of here thinking I was coming right back into the garden, and I left my door open. Look at all those guys, they're all pruned one main stem for the most part, and then attached to the cattle panel fence. So when I get back in here last night, after I had my son let the chickens out, and he has known since the beginning of time, we let the chickens out and make sure all the gates are closed. He didn't check because he's 12. And this gate wasn't closed to this garden, this whole garden was open. And I got in here last night after getting some TPE things set up for dry pole beans. I'll show you later. Not dry pole beans, dry beans. And I go to leave the garden and I see my newly planted squash area right here. This nice mound of wood chips. Well, I just fixed it. The chickens were in here because the gate was open. They flattened all this area out and ate all the seeds. So I'm back out here now with my seed container so I can replant. Hopefully I have enough seeds of all the squash. It was already going in super late. And now it's just another week later. Every year it's something with me and squash. So they decimated that area, totally wiped out all the squash seeds and whatnot. And then over here, they didn't mess with any of this stuff. They don't really care for tomatoes, I don't think. And then over here, I have zucchini. And they didn't really mess with zucchini, but they were trying to dust bath in here, and I cleaned it up already. But everything was covered. Like, these were under mounds dirt. They were all under mounds dirt because they were dust bathing. Because this is great dirt for them. You see a little dust circle back there. See all the dirt kicked up on these guys. These were some. That one was covered right there. That was covered. That one was actually pulled out. I just replanted it. It was okay. They didn't peck at it. They just pulled it when they were scratching. You can see those leaves are kind of been pecked around. Not pecked around, probably scratched around while they were laying in the ground. They pulled up one eggplant back there. Just dust bathing. Having a good old time out here. Covering up all my seedlings. I didn't care. Luckily, I was really afraid, which is why I woke up this morning. I was really afraid that they had gone and started eating my string beans. I would have tried, but they did not mess with the string beans. The string beans look excellent. So you can see we've got flowers going over here. Lots of flowers. I'm actually going to plant some dragon tongue beans over here. I don't know, I can't seem to tell these tomatoes that they're not allowed to be here. So I'll probably prune these guys up and throw them in some of sticks. These are the cucamelons for the most part, with some tomatoes that are trapped inside of them. Oh, there's the string bean I planted. Those are purple something. Let's see if I can find the other ones that are in here. See if I can free them, give them some light. I've got one plant. But I'm going to put some dragon tongue beans here and pull out any cucamelons at the side. Like these guys, I'm just gonna like be like over here. Go up there. They will take over, but they're gonna climb this trellis. By end of summer, they will be all the way on this side, which is fine by me. Now be melons. I need to pull back some of my mint. I don't know what tomatoes these are. I don't have a perfect garden plan this year, but I pulled that cabbage from here, this hole right here. I think I'm gonna cut this one also. Hopefully my, what are they called? It's another good one right there. These are almost all done. Oh my God. Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts right in there. Hopefully they will continue to flourish this year. I'm letting these tomatoes do their thing also. I'm not up for the tug and pull, so we'll see what happens. This is going to be a jungle on this side over here. Pole beans going on up the vine. I already had my breakfast of raspberries this morning. There are a bunch of raspberries ripening on the side that gets the most sun in the morning. Everything turns that way, so it's all pulling itself that way. I don't know, next year I'll have to do a better job. I'm going to trim them a lot lower next year. So hopefully that wire just makes it through the summer. I guess we'll see. I pulled some garlic this morning. I pulled the elephant garlic that was in this section here because they were all falling over and brownish, greenish. They're not very big. They all have corms on them, which is pretty cool. So we got some corms. I'm going to save them and plant them and see what happens. It says it takes 2 years for them to produce real garlic heads, but I don't know. And then I actually watered everything because I realized they hadn't had any water in probably 2 or 3 weeks because it hadn't rained, like any real rain. So even though they're probably getting ready to be pulled out in the next week and a half, as a lot of them are going brown on me, I'm going to give them a last little drink. Hopefully that won't backfire on me. See that one scape right there is telling me it's almost time to pull them, but they're still very green. So we're just going to give them one last drink. Not supposed to rain for the next 3-4 days. That dill. And then I also came over here and planted some of the extra cucumbers I had right here on the edge. Oh, this was also elephant garlic, and I pulled some of those too. And then I left some, that one there, and these couple right here that look like totally floppy. And I just want to see what happens. I watered them. I want to see if they get any bigger. They weren't very big, like I showed you. But I planted some cucumbers, some purpless cucumbers I got from Agway the other day. And I think that's a tiger, green tiger tomato, so I let it stay because, like I said, I love those guys. But so that's what I just did this morning. It now just hit 6:30. I'm going to replant my squash. Oh, here's another bed of interestingness. So this bed right here, last year had peppers in it. All I had was peppers, literally all peppers. Just a bed full of peppers. But the volunteers that popped up in this bed were tomatillos and random tomatoes that literally look like these tomatoes. If you look at them, they look like they were planted. Look, that's like a foot apart right there. Another one back there. They look like they were planted. There were no tomatoes over here. None. There's no tomatoes over here. And the tomatillos, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All those tomatillos, they were in that bed. And not one tomatillo plant popped up in that bed. Not one. So, and this was also tomatillos, peppers, and a couple zucchini were in this bed on this side. So I don't know what's going on here, but I'm going to let nature do its thing. All I did was plant some onions and those tomatoes back there and a couple, some basil. That's holy basil. And I planted some seeds in here, basil seeds in here too, because I didn't get a lot of Genovese basil like they usually do, so I planted one there. I planted some lime and lemon basil in here. Hopefully they will take soon, because they didn't seem to take in the pots, which I don't know if it's strange. So yeah, that is also a bed of whatever you want to do. I don't know what kind of tomatoes those are. I mean, I can only think maybe cherry, since there was Chadwick cherries over here, but they literally never fell over here. They all fell under here. So like that's a Chadwick cherry plant, I'm sure. That's a Chadwick cherry plant, I'm sure. But you see, there's nothing in between. There were never any tomato plants in this area, but there are tomato plants all in here. not in this bed. Not one is in this bed that I didn't plant. Not one. And not one tomatillo plant is in this bed. Or that one. Just in this middle bed. So I don't know. Some animal came out here and wanted to do some planting for me, and I'm going to let it. So we're going to see what happens. So here we go. Let me sit down here and replant what I already planted. I gotta go on my, I gotta look through my calendar, not my calendar, I gotta look in my app. I'm gonna look at my planner app that I use to organize all my beds to remember what I planted where. So mad at those chickens. Every year they do something to me. Last year they dug out my other garden by accident. I mean, you gotta make sure you close the gates, but still, don't they know? Don't they know by now? Some of them should know by now. Who knows? Done that. I'm gonna real quick plant these 2 extra. I think they're summer squash of some sort. I don't remember. They're just in there. And here in this bed with these guys, because those big ones over there were planted also a little bit ago. One already has a nice fruit starting on it. So I'm gonna throw these in the ground real quick and then go check on chickens and give them their "you don't deserve a treat, but I harvested something cool" treat. So I think I'm just gonna hook in the water line for this guy here, this beds, real quick, and let them have a drink while I go check the chickens, feed the dog. Sorry. Check the chickens, feed the dog. All the other fun stuff. I know, baby, I'm coming. I just like to wait to make sure it starts getting all the way around. Right there, you can see the bubbles, the water starting to come out. It goes all the way into this bed. These two beds have the same water line, drip line. So I'm gonna let this go for hopefully not the whole day, because I've done that before. But I'm gonna let this go for the next 15, 20 minutes or so while I feed this big baby. You ready to eat? She's like, woman, let's go already. I'll get that inside soon. Okay, watch out. I'm coming out. Let's go. You want to take chickens or no? It's too early for you to eat, Kamaria. Kamaria, I think it's too early for you to eat. Are we checking on the chickens? Yeah? Chicken check? Let me take him a treat. I'll take him a treat for the chickens, not for you. Chicken treat. Break these off. One-handed things. It's not always so easy. Might be some worms in here for them. Not for you. Don't exactly know how I'm storing these. This. You got holes. Some bug damage. Oh, eggs. I'll rinse that off in a second. Stop eating that. Oh, we gotta turn the... This is for chickens. Come on. Chickens. Chickens. Come on, let's go to chickens, Maria. Every morning. Oops. Oh. She thinks there's a bunny, or there is a bunny in there. I don't know. God, I'm coming. Right now I have a mama hen with 3 babies, and here in the extension I still have 2 broody moms. I gave one mom 2 chicks. She killed them. I might have done it wrong, but we're gonna try again. Okay, no one's coming out. I'm coming in. Hey, Goku. Hi, Angela. Hi, B3. Or, I mean, I don't know. So, to make this a little more challenging for them, I stick it in these little orange feeders here. Oops. Bad chickens. Put some up high. I mean, they knock it all down. Take this to the other coop. Oh, they usually pull that down within a minute or so, but a couple extra seconds. Why is that egg in there? Why do you have an egg in there? Who laid that egg in there? Pain in the butts. These guys just want to free range. They want to be out all day. But we can't do that here. 1, they'll go in the neighbor's yard. 2, we have we have foxes in that person's backyard. Same thing. Most chickens. All right, Kamaria. You ready to go eat? I'm gonna check on your buckeyes. Alright, well, I'm gonna go feed Kamaria, get this egg out of the coop, and we'll see you later. So, have a great day. Like, subscribe, and share if you don't already, and have a blessed one. Bye.